how are you? Let's begin with an oracle card. I love this deck. This is my very first deck and I'm just in love with it. Wow, I'm feeling tears already. Alright, this is gonna be a powerful reading. I feel the energy is so high. I feel my guides with me. May there be a white light surrounding this reading, my energy field, and the energy of who's listening and receiving this divinely guided message. Please and thank you. If you've been guided here, there is something here for you. It is a general reading, of course, but everything happens for a reason, and take the messages depending on whether they resonate, right? It is not my intention to tell you the future or to give you any advice that you have to follow, and if you don't follow it, you know, this is just about receiving messages from spirit to reflect upon for your benefit, for the highest good of all. Here we have the first, trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, and growth. So there is some change happening in your life. In your physical life, in your personal emotional life. There is the message of remembering to center yourself no matter what is going on. It's easy to experience life, especially when it's uncomfortable, especially when it comes to change and unexpected and even expected changes, but something that's outside of your comfort zone, outside of the daily activities, something significant happening, and it's easy to think, okay, when this is over, I can come back to center. No. You are being reminded that being in connection to your heart, your breath, and keeping that inner peace, inner balance, that is your absolute utmost priority, regardless of what's happening around you. And whatever is coming up, let it flow. Whatever emotions you're experiencing, let them be. Stop judging. I just saw a bee flew by. Yeah, just let whatever is be, and find your breath. Find your breath. Because change and new experiences, those are reminders of coming back to center, letting your shoulders down, you know, remembering that we can face literally anything and we do not have to suffer, and we do not have to set a pause button on our peace just because change is happening. We can always have some control of our lives. We can't control the world, but we can control ourselves. And the better we get to know ourselves, and the more we connect to who we are, and the more we practice this presence, this stability, this centeredness, where not every little thing, and even big things, they can't throw us off balance. Our feet are grounded no matter what is happening around us. Doesn't mean we don't feel and we create a block between us and what's happening. No, we let it flow through us. We don't resist it, because we know that when it flows through us, it will come and it will go, right? It will come and it will go. Once we resist, we tense up. And then we're like, when this situation is over, then I can relax. No. Breathe through it. Breathe through it. And come back to center. This is what the practice of being present, that's what it's all about, right? So that we are better equipped to face and experience change and the hard parts of life, right? The uncomfortable and the scary, but it doesn't mean it's gonna disappear just because you found your inner peace, but it will be so much easier to deal with life. At the bottom of the deck, happiness, 10 of Cups, celebration, happiness. That is the bottom of the deck energy. I like to sometimes look at the bottom of the deck because I'm curious, and I usually look at it as a kind of a message that brings some relief. It's not always a happy one underneath the deck, but it's always something that I imagine is like the bottom line, and this time it's very soothing. The cards, we got 3 cards. The first one I saw, the one on top, again, confirming number 5, change. So you may be walking away from something. This can be a person, it can be a situation, it can be a life situation, it can be, if you imagine the clouds being thoughts, it's release of some clutter, of some density that has been in your life, letting go of it, being comfortable in standing comfortably rooted in your own body, life, situation, in yourself, whilst watching whatever no longer serves you leave. Whether it's a situation, again, I think I believe that whatever it was something that wasn't serving you, and you are moving towards something better, regardless if it seems that way, if it's obvious right now or not. I see that whatever is leaving you is for the highest, for your highest good, and the less you resist change, the easier the transition towards the future that is meant for you. And because it's not something you can resist, no matter how much you resist it, it's still gonna happen. You just make it harder for yourself if you choose to fight back, as this is definitely something that is meant to leave you, and you will be better off. So what else are we seeing here? So the world and choices, right? So there is a future that you're moving towards, but it may seem as there, no, you know what, I think you know that you have different choices. You know that there are different ways that you can be going, and there are some choices you need to make, and maybe you're not very happy about that. Maybe you find it hard to be choosing, and you're afraid to choose the wrong path or take, the wrong turn. But one advice, when you are confused about what to do, if you write down the different paths that you have in front of you, the different choices, whatever it may be, and you write down, if you were to do this, why? Would it be, okay, so if I chose this, it would be because I want to do that. But solely that, I just want to do it. I don't really know the reason. I just know that I want to do it. And then if I chose this one, it would be because I think that's something I should be doing. And then I would choose this. If I were to choose this, it would be because that's what someone else would rather prefer me to do. So basically, my point, do you want to live basing your decisions on what you want to do or what you should be doing? Because I can tell you one secret, no matter how illogical and maybe impractical what you want to do may seem in the moment, what you really truly are being called to do, and oftentimes it doesn't really make very much logical sense, why you're so drawn to that one path. But I can tell you that energy will take care of you. That energy is abundant. That energy has faith in you, and that is not something you're just being, that's why it's called drawn to, that thing is drawing you in because it knows. And that's why it doesn't always make sense logically in your mind, because it's almost like you didn't necessarily make that reflection that, yeah, I would choose this because it has more benefits than. It's just a feeling. And it's because that energy of whatever path it is, whatever decision it is, the energy of that decision is resonating with you and with what your future self wants you to be attracted to experience the future that you cannot yet see, but that is meant for you. And this is not something you necessarily reach by doing what you should be doing. Sometimes we have to do certain things. We can't always do whatever we want, of course. That's, we know how life works. We know how this world, this society works. But when you have the opportunity to do what you want to do, the universe will take care of you. The universe will take care of you. Let's draw another last one from the Good Tarot. I love Good Tarot. Such beautiful cards. I mean, all of these decks have gorgeous cards. This is such a fairy deck. I feel like it might as well have been called the fairy deck because it has so many sort of like fairy characters. Like, what could be an example? Bear, for instance. There's so many fairies in here. I love that. Honestly, didn't notice that when I chose the deck, chose to buy it. But see, this is an example. I was just drawn to it, and then I realized, oh wait, it's a fairy deck, and I do have a connection to that fairy spirit. So, right, the Ace of Water. Now, I am less acquainted with these cards and their meanings, so I will read the text. I really love the messages in this book, but what we see is this beautiful creature and this beautiful pearl, an Ace of Water. You know, Ace of... Oh, right, we know what Ace of Water looks like in the original tarot. You know how it looks like, the flowing water, the cup that's overflowing. It looks so refreshing. Can we see it here? Can we find it? There it is. It's such a freeing card. It gives me, it's so freeing. I love it. But I will still read the text because it is, I mean, it is absolute victory. So as the last message from Spirit, it is a freaking awesome message. Right, is it, this is where it is? King, Ace, there it is. Okay. Unconditional love, overflowing abundance. What did I say? Abundance. Do what you're called to do. Okay, I'll continue reading. The fertility of love. Here's the text is written as an affirmation. Here it comes. I am filled with love from Spirit, and joyously let it flow out to others, where it fertilizes the seeds of co-creation. Love gives me hope, shining brilliant light on all the possibilities available to me. I am optimistic about bringing dreams into being. Spirit always informs me and guides me, allowing me to illuminate the darkest of places. Yes. Wow. Very the same energy. See, trust in Spirit. I am optimistic about bringing dreams into being. Spirit always informs me and guides me, allowing me to illuminate this darkest of places. You have this light. You are guided towards a path that holds the opportunity of your light reaching more people, your light shining the brightest it can. Certain activities, certain situations, certain people bring out this beautiful energy in us. Makes us feel so joyful, makes us feel so free, so passionate, and so comfortable expressing exactly who we are and speaking our truth and sharing inspiration and being of service with whatever talents and passions that we have. And that is a true gift, and standing in our own way is such a I mean, why would you want to do that? It really brings you such fulfillment when you follow that voice, and If there's any message and anything you get from this video, remember to connect to yourself, center yourself, listen to that voice, that inner voice. You know what I mean. Follow it. Don't let your logical mind stand in the way. Follow it, and your life, I mean, it's inevitable. Spirit is with you, guides you all the time. And the best thing you can do is connect to yourself, your inner voice, and let spirit come through. Let guidance come through. It's within you. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You got this. You have such talent, such gifts. Please, please, please follow that path that's calling you, because you will be so brilliant. You already are. Let more people see it. Let yourself set yourself free. I love you. I wish you the best. I hope this was a message of encouragement, a message of inspiration, and a message of love, because that is what my intentions are. And I hope to see you again. Thank you so much for listening, and please, please, please do what you know you want to do. And no matter what's happening, you know you can always breathe, connect to your breath, connect to your heart, and there's nothing you can't handle with grace, with patience, love. It's not always easy, but there are such great rewards for those that embrace life and follow their calling. Thank you so much again. I'll see you next time. I love you.